Okay. Hi, guys. Thank you. Happy Tuesday. Oh, hey. Are you getting your hair done, girlfriend? Oh, I like it. I like the commitment. Oh, and now she's eating tacos. Can I see the tacos? Because homegirl loves tacos. No. Oh, there they are. Oh, those look good. Okay, so I'm having, oh, Jackie, turn off your screen. Don't look. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to kind of just take you guys through exactly what I personally do. So a lot of you here aren't my personally sponsored coach. So what I do, you might not have experienced. And I kind of want to just change that so that way across the board, all of our new coaches are kind of getting exactly what they deserve and what they need and what we promise. And I just kind of want, I heard some stories about other like top coaches and top teams and how they just kind of throw their coaches in and they're just like, here you go, figure it out, and I don't want that to be for us. So I have a system in place and I think it's going to be really easy and super good for you guys. Sorry, my window's open and there's bugs, so don't mind me. Okay. Better. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through start to finish of signing up a coach, meaning what you do from just talking to them as a new person, like a new conversation, all the way through getting them at least till Emerald, okay? First things first, obviously, you guys know that we host live coaching opportunity calls every single week. I personally do them every Thursday night. Sometimes I don't because Party Down South is amazing. And I love that show. But usually every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I at least host a coaching opportunity call. And if you've never jumped on a call or if you've never watched a webinar that any of us have ever made, I encourage you guys to try to get on our call on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Just check your team pages for the call and links, and we'll get you there. But what we're doing now is I usually host them all myself, and it's just me talking. But what's going to happen is you guys are all now becoming leaders, right? Like most of you on here are already at least an emerald or above or pushing for an emerald. So that means that you're going to have your own coaches and you're going to start having to do, these things, right? Like getting your coaches started right. So, get somebody on this coaching opportunity call because it's free, right? Think about, in Coach Basics 1.0, when we open up a free clean eating group. Like that's such a great opportunity for you guys to just kind of open it up and not feel like salesy or pushy or anything because it's free. You personally aren't even hosting it, right? And it's just something that you can kind of get people in, especially sometimes when you have those objections or because you guys are also new, sometimes things come up and you don't really know quite what to say or how to say things. So getting people on the live coaching opportunity calls is a great way to start that conversation and kind of seal the deal almost, because at the end of the live calls, we do an open Q&A. So if they have any questions that you're just kind of scared to ask or you just don't know exactly like how to phrase certain things, this is a great chance to kind of let people ask whatever they want. Okay, so that's the first thing that you can do is you can get them on a live coaching opportunity call. And what I'm starting to do now is I'm going to have guests on my opportunity calls. So it's not going to just be me anymore, which is really exciting. So it's not going to just be like me sharing my story. It's going to be you guys sharing your stories, and I'm going to record it. And what's going to happen is I will send you that link and you can upload it to your own YouTube channel. And then you'll have your very own link to send out to people later on. Okay? So that way you'll have something that you guys can actually send. So we tried it with Jackie a while ago, and I didn't do it right. I don't know what happened, but it didn't upload correctly. But this Thursday, Davina is going to be the very first one on. And what we're doing is because it's going to be her first one, there's a few things that, she's kind of even like a little worried about talking, like as far as like compensation. like money, income, how you earn, how you get money, the things like that. So what we're doing is we're going to kind of tag team it. So I'm going to talk about those things, and she's going to talk about all the basic stuff. She's going to share her story and all of that stuff. So I really hope you guys can get on Thursday night and watch the call, because I really hope that you guys take Davina's place. And, you know, one Thursday, you guys will be on there with me, so that way you can have a recording link, okay? So if you can't get them on a live call, that's totally fine. The next step you'll want to do is send them a coaching opportunity call. So if you don't have any, they're in the team page in the files tab. So you guys can go in there, just copy and paste, and you can send one if you don't have one yourself, just for the time being. And then that's a great way just to kind of show people exactly what coaching is about. So we go through a PowerPoint, and in there kind of like sums up a little bit of everything. It talks about how to sign up. It talks about, you know, the fees that are involved. We talk about all of like the basic stuff. So if you guys also haven't read GoPro, I would 100% go on Amazon and purchase GoPro by Eric Worre or Worre. I don't know. It's Worre is his last name. It's a super short book, but it is freaking powerful. So I really encourage you guys to just go get it. You can even listen to it on audio if you're not a book person, okay? So write that down if you guys haven't read GoPro, because in there he talks about, I mean, his scripts are freaking perfect. Like, all he says is, if I send you something to watch that explains a little bit more, would you watch it? If I would, you. And then you send them the video, okay? And then you ask them when they're going to be able to watch it for sure. And then they'll tell you a time. And then what I do right away is I set a reminder in my phone, or I use Asana, and I set a reminder for me to personally follow up with that person on the day that they said they were going to watch. So then that way I can follow up with them, because I can't remember a lot of things. So sometimes I set reminders for myself, okay? So if maybe try doing that. If somebody says they're going to watch your webinar on Wednesday, but it's Monday, set a reminder in your phone to go off on Wednesday to be like, oh, I should probably follow up with this girl, okay? And then you're just going to follow. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was going to tell you guys, I'm going to right now, I'm going to post tummy migrants videos. If you haven't watched them, it's exactly what Meredith is talking about, but he literally he like role plays with somebody, and I literally write down like the questions he asks. I have like a notebook, I have like scripts of what I'm going to say to them and what their response usually is and what the next step is. So I'll post those for you guys.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good one too. So it's super easy. And then just follow up with them. So get GoPro, watch the tummy migrant videos, and then if you still feel like you're hitting a wall or something, then actually take a screenshot of the conversation that you're having and post it in your team page. Ask for advice. Use the resources, okay? I have a lot of my coaches send me them like in a text message, and then we talk through it. You guys can do the same thing. You know, like sometimes you just need to talk it out with somebody else, with like a partner or something from the team, and just be like, hey, does this sound right? Like, do I sound like something, you know? Because you don't want to give them too much information, because that could be overwhelming, right? I mean, imagine if I sent one of you guys like 3 paragraphs of just crap that made no sense to you. You'd be overwhelmed and like, no.
You probably wouldn't read it, because I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't read it either. Okay. So definitely just go through, and then I even have a Word document with all of the scripts from GoPro. So I'll share that tonight too, okay? So you'll have all of this information. And then hopefully, right, like all goes well, you got them on a live call, you sent them, you know, the if I, would you sealed the deal, you asked the 4 closing steps, and they're like, sign me up, right? Next, obviously, you guys know the best way to sign up a coach is with a challenge pack, right? You guys know? Because when you get a challenge pack, all of your coach fees are waived, and they'll also save money. So even if somebody signs up and they're like, oh, but I already have like Insanity, can I just get Shakeology or something? I always try to encourage the challenge pack, because Shakeology is $130 when you first sign up. And challenge packs start at $140. So it's kind of like, well, it's kind of silly. Like, just get a challenge pack for $140, and they could always use the DVDs as a giveaway for one of their challenge groups or something. Like, they don't have to keep it if that's an issue. So always try to get them on a challenge pack, because it's going to help them. Okay. Then what you're going to do is, they signed up. So I want you guys to, when you sign up your coach, the first thing that you have to do before you actually physically enroll them, you have to set your placement. Okay. Has everybody watched the video about setting your placement? Yes. Okay. If you haven't, there's going to be a post coming up. I think I scheduled it for tomorrow about placement and the downline. So it's a super awesome, easy, quick video. It's from Caleb Thomas. He's really funny. And he has this funny little picture, and it's super simple and super easy to kind of wrap your head around the downline, because placement can be very confusing. Okay. So you'll want to have a one-on-one call with your upline, because everybody's going to have a different strong leg and a weak leg. Okay, so you want to make sure you know which is your strong and your weak leg. Can I see you guys' hands if you know? Ashley, what are you drinking, girlfriend? That does not look 21 Day Fix approved. You're like, oh shit, I took off my camera. No, really, what is it? I'm going to unmute you. Is that root beer?
Sorry, Jackie. No, it's gluten-free apple cider with liquor in it.
Jackie, close your eyes and cover your ears.
That's my favorite thing ever.
And it's Taco Tuesday. And it's my husband's almost birthday.
I know. Like, it is what it is. It's fine.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't have anything near me. I have E&E. Cheers. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. I got clearly distracted.
Strong leg, weak leg, strong leg.
Strong leg, weak leg. Okay. So what you want to do is make sure you talk with your upline. So you guys all know what an upline is too, right? Your upline is the person that you signed up with. So if you ever see like PS being thrown out there, a PS means a personally sponsored. So like Jackie is my personally sponsored coach. Ashley is my personally sponsored coach. Cassie. But Joanne is not my personally sponsored coach because she's Cassie's. But Joanne is still part of the team, and she's in my downline. Good? Does that make sense? Okay, so you want to make sure you know what your strong and your weak leg is. And you're going to want to go into your COO, your back office, your coach online office. And you're going to want to make sure that your placement is set first. Because once you have a coach signed up, you only have 24 hours to change where they're placed in your downline, otherwise, and then it's just done deal, and you could kind of screw yourself. I made a mistake. So I try to make sure when we talk about downlines that, I make it very clear which is your strong, which is your right, and we really try to plan out who goes where. Because I signed up my boyfriend trying to work his business, and I put him on my strong leg, which was stupid. Because I don't need help on my strong leg, right? I should have put him on my weak leg. So I balance. So you want to make sure you avoid that. Okay, so if you don't know which is your strong and your weak leg, it's going to be different for everyone. So just make sure you talk to your upline or your upline's upline if they don't know. Okay, and you're going to want to log into your COO. You're going to go into your back office. Okay, then you're going to go to My Business. And you're going to click on Graphical Genealogy or My Downline Graphical Genealogy. Okay, so at the very top, when you log into your COO, you're going to see My Business. And then a drop-down window is going to come, and you'll see My Business, My Downline, and then Graphical Genealogy. And what it's going to look like is it's going to look kind of like a tree. Your name is going to be up at the very top, and then you're going to have these two legs. You're going to see people in your downline that aren't your PS coaches too. Just so you guys know. So you might log in and see somebody's name and you don't know who it is. It's the person above you. Okay, so that's where those names come from. And now in the COO in your back office, when you're at the graphical genealogy, on the left side of your screen, I'm going to screen share. Oh, I can't. Oh, hold on. And you're going to see on the left side of your screen, there's going to be a key. And over there, it's going to show you, what everything means, what certain colors mean, and what ranks and stuff mean. So you're going to want to make sure that you have your placement set, which means your little red guy is where your placement is going. Hold on, let me go back here. And then I'm going to actually just share my screen. Okay, can you guys see my screen okay? Okay. So back office, my business, my downline, and then graphical genealogy. So mine is very large, okay? So yours might not be this big, but this is kind of essentially what it'll look like. Here's your key. So the little red guy, see how there's all these people? These aren't all of my PSs. Only the ones with the PS on top of it are my personally sponsored coaches, okay? See, so Angela's not mine. Alexis is not mine, okay? So in your downline, you have these keys, right? So you can just click go to bottom right or go to bottom left, wherever you want to place them. So I'm just going to go to my bottom left. And you see how there's an outside and an inside, okay? You want to always really try to place them on the outside. See where this little red guy is? So this little red guy means that that's where my scheduled placement's going. The blue guy means it's just open to place. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so you want to make sure that your red guy is correct. Now, what I also encourage you guys to do is if you're not sure about placement, take your phone and take a picture of your computer and send it to your upline. And just be like, I just want to double check that, my downline is right, and that's where I want to put my next coach. Okay, so first things first, you're going to want to set your placement. Okay, then you'll use your mobile app and you'll send out your enrollment. Okay, then what's going to happen in the enrollment app, there is a section where you can look up to see if they're started or completed. Okay, so if they're in the completed section, like you'll see it at the very bottom of the app, it looks like a question mark or something, right? That's what it is, a question mark. You'll see, and you can click on that and it'll say started, completed, and sent. If they're in the started section, that means that they opened up your email. They didn't do anything with it. They just opened it and they looked. Once they're in completed, that means they're signed up, enrolled, and you're good to go. Okay, so now everything is worked out, right? We got the whole start. They actually signed up, and you're like, I got a coach. Have you guys felt like that? You're like, oh, fuck, now what? Like, what do I do now, right? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to add them to your team page, whether it be Takeover or Fitfire. Okay, so you're going to add them in. You're going to find a cute picture that you know they're going to love. You're going to open it up. You're going to save that picture, put it in an app. You can open it up in PicMonkey. You can use Rona Designs, Word Swag, and just give them a shout out. Okay, then introduce them to the group. Post a picture of them, you can say like welcome and then their name, whatever you want. And just share a little bit about how you know them, what program they're doing, if this is the first time that they're drinking Shakeology, all of that jazz. And just say, help me please welcome my new coach. Because you guys all know how amazing that was, right? When you got invited and you first came into a group and all of these random people were like, welcome, we're so happy you're here with us. Like, you're like, hi. That made, I remember when I first got put into Team Triceps, I lost my mind. I never had notifications on Facebook. I might have had a little one, a little one guy. I never had it. I never knew what it was to, have that bond, that warm welcome. So I really encourage you guys, whenever you see a new coach post, please just say welcome to the team, not just clicking because think about how it was when you signed up. Okay, you want, and also when you bring on a coach, you want everybody to welcome your coach, right? You want them to do that for your coach. So you have to do it for everybody. We're one big team, okay? So you'll post a picture, you'll give them a shout out, welcome them. What you're going to also do right after that is you're going to send them a welcome email. Okay, and this welcome email I've taken from, I'll share screen again. I took from Sarah Try, who is my upline, and hers was kind of really long. see how long it is. So I don't know, some of you guys might have gotten this crazy long one for me, but we have a reduced, a much shorter version now. But in a sense, what it is it's basically saying, oh, actually, this might have been the one that I sent to you. Did you get a long one? Do you remember?
I think so. Maybe. I'm not sure.
It was a while ago. It's okay.
Probably was me.
But this is exactly what it is. So it's super easy. And what it is I'm basically just saying, thank you so much for joining. You know, like and I talk about how coaching is actually a legitimate business, because that's what it is. Like, you guys know that you have to put in the work to see the results. So I try to make that known, and I tell them about the coach training, and I tell them about what they're going to get with the team. And then what I do right away is I kind of go in and I tell them, you know, make an announcement, right? Like, share on your Facebook page, just be like, I'm so excited that I'm getting this new program and I'm including Shakeology, and now I'm going to be a coach. I'm going to help other people. That's it. Like, you're not selling anything, none of that. Just so that way people know that you're actually a coach. Because what can happen is if you don't put it out there, your next door neighbor or your aunt could go get the 21-day fix from the infomercial and have no idea that you're a coach. That's kind of like you missing out. So we want to make sure that everybody's kind of doing like an announcement post. Not salesy, you're not selling anything, you're just sharing how excited you are. And then we go into, I have them sign up with they do a survey. It's super quick, and we'll give you all of this information too. But I have them make a Survey Monkey. And it's like 5 questions, and it's just basically kind of like asking them, trying to figure out where their headspace is. You know, like, what do they need? So here's like a good example, you know, like, tell me more about you. Why are you doing this? Are you excited? What are you nervous about? How much time can you put in? Okay, and then what it's going to do is at the very end, it's going to bring them to my Acuity. So this is going to be like a step-by-step process for you guys, but all you have to do is you only have to do this once, okay? And then it's going to take them to my Acuity schedule, and then I'm going to have them make a one-on-one call with me. It's called a GSR. You might have seen that word floating around, Getting Started Right. And on this call, it's only 30 minutes, and all we do is just basically to go over those questions that I've already asked. But it's that FaceTime. Because, you know, when you talk to somebody online and then you see them and you can actually, like, talk with them, you're like, oh, you're a real person. I can touch you. It just makes it so much more real, and it's so exciting, right? So you want to get on the call with your coaches, okay? And just basically talk about anything. Like, sometimes I don't even talk about business. I think sometimes I just talk just to be friends, right? Like, I just want to get to know each other. That's basically what it is. I always do also try to, in the GSR, we have a GSR outline that I'll post just so you guys can have sort of a guideline too. So you're not kind of like all over the place. But also, I have them write down at least 10 people that they know right away that they could benefit from, including Shakeology or a program. It's almost like a little memory jogger, right? Like, you just want to get them thinking about people that they can reach out to. You're not telling them to actually go out and reach out to them. All you're doing is starting to get them thinking about people that they could help right away, because that's what it's all about. Okay? There's always somebody that we know that can use our help. So it's just one of those things that's just going to get them thinking about how many people they can help. And then when you go to explain what Success Club is and how you only need to help 3 people a month, they look at this list and they're like, oh, only 3 out of 10? I got this. It's a little confidence booster. You know, you don't want to make these things seem like it's so unattainable. Okay, so you'll have your GSR call, and then what you're going to do after that is, well, actually, you'll put them in a training right away. So we're going to, Stacey and I are in the process of kind of changing our training. Most of you guys know that we've been doing our trainings all on Facebook, and we are still totally learning as much as you guys are about how training is great. So this is kind of where you guys can help us, because you've all gone through the training. When I first started, there was no coach basics. There was no rock the basics. There wasn't any of this. I literally was just under Sarah, and she just kind of figured it out on her own.
What, because I unmuted myself? I just figured I'd have something to say eventually. I was going to say that we're slowly transitioning to, Sarah Tri has already done this, but training through emails. And I think a lot of it comes from Mare and I, how our training was, because I was the same way. My upline was not active, so Sarah Tri helped me. But we didn't have that training group. Mare and I were never really, we didn't start in a challenge group. So when it comes to groups, her and I are kind of, I'm sure you guys have all noticed, it's like 2 weeks in and we're like out. Like it's just not what we click with, and we really want to find something that we really work well with and can connect with the people the best that we can. So yes, we're transitioning to emails and videos through email.
Yeah. So this is something that if you guys love how the groups are set up, you do not have to change anything. If you want to change it, then you can totally change it, but we're not going to remove anything. So we'll still have everything up and ready for you guys no matter what. But what we're going to do is instead of having like a daily post sort of a thing in a group, we're going to send out daily emails. So it's going to be like an automatic thing instead. We'll see how that goes. We can always change it, right? We're always going to be changing. We're always going to be learning. The email thing might be a total flop. Like, who knows, right? Like, it might be horrible, or it might be awesome, because people are so freaking busy, right? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I know when I first started, the last thing on my mind was checking in a group. I didn't even know what a group was on Facebook. You know, like, how many of you guys actually knew what groups were before joining as a coach? Oh, Steph, you didn't know what a group was? Oh, I'll unmute you. Oh, did you think I was saying something else?
Yeah, I thought you said if you did know. Sorry.
I didn't know what a group was. So it was never something that I thought about checking. Can you guys hear that? Oh yeah, there's a baby. Is that what you're looking at, Ashley?
Oh.
Joanne's little man is sleeping.
Oh. Hayden better be sleeping. But I was going to say, for groups, we always expect, I know when we first started, like these groups for Rock the Basics or whatever, we legit kicked people out if they didn't participate. And now thinking back, I'm like, we're giving them all these things to do, and including like stay accountable to their fitness journey and meal prep and work out every day on top of like having a full-time job. And it's just too much. So we're really trying to just simplify it and not overwhelm people, because I think we have really overwhelmed some people in our life.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. So we're going to change 1.0 and 2.0, but for the meantime, if you have somebody, just totally throw them in a group. It doesn't matter how far along the group is, because it's kind of like an open forum. All of the videos are pre-recorded and posted daily. Like, it's super clean, it's super simple, and you don't really need to think about it. So if you have a new coach and there is a group open, just throw them in. They can jump in and start however they want, because some of you guys know, like, our training groups, like, you can do them all in one day, or you can do one a day. It totally doesn't matter. And then what we're going to do is we also, in the group, you're going to give them a quick start business bundle that we call it. Have you guys all seen that? You guys have also seen that. I made that a while ago. Okay, quick start business bundle. It is basically super simple stuff. It's your BAT, which is your business activity tracker. If none of you guys know what the BAT is, it's probably my fault, because I don't personally use it. So I don't really focus on it because it just doesn't work for me. But I do put it out there because a lot of coaches swear by it, but it's just not my thing. So I do share the BAT with them. You get all of this stuff, and it's in the email, but it's also in your chat, your group. So they get the BAT, they get a memory jogger, just basically exactly how you're going to talk to them on the phone about, just thinking of people that you know. the super simple, immediate things that they need to do right away is all going to be in this PDF file. Even things like go setting up your direct deposit. Because those things, like, I don't even know if I even talk about that at all in the training. I probably don't, but guess what? That's something super important, right? Because if you get a check sent to you, you're out $2, right? So obviously you want to save those $2. That's going to add up quick. So we're going to want to do those tiny little details that mean a lot, that we just want to make sure everybody's doing. Okay, so after the 1.0, so the 1.0 is a total of 10 days. But in the group right now, we have it as 14, and the weekends are considered off days. So in the group, we do a morning post and then a nighttime kind of like wrap up. And I would love to hear from you guys that have gone through the trainings, how you like the morning post and the nighttime wrap ups, because they are very time consuming to make. It's a lot on our end to upload and to insert into Hootsuite. So I would love to hear what you guys think about that. Also, we'll talk about that at the end, but it's not mandatory that they comment and check in every single day. It's just like an accountability forum, basically. So then after 1.0, so 1.0 kind of covers all of the super basic stuff. Like we go over social media, we go over programs, we go over how to talk to people, things like that. And then 2.0 is sort of like the next step. Understanding a little bit more about the terms that we use, right? Like by 2.0, you'll know what Success Club means. You will be pushing for Success Club, things like that. And then 2.0, once you're a graduate of both, then you guys will get invited to a push group, just like some of you are in right now, the Propel to Passion push group. And what those groups are meant to do is just kind of like literally push you a little bit further to making your next goal. Okay. And then all in the process, you should also be having weekly one-on-ones with your coaches. Can you guys hear that? My water bottle is making a really weird noise. Okay. But yeah, so then that's what's going to happen. So you're going to want to add them to at least 1.0 and then 2.0. Okay. How do you guys feel? Did I lose anyone yet? Kim's like, yes, no, okay. Okay, so that's kind of the basics from start to finish. Obviously, you guys on this call have obviously made your business a priority, and I really appreciate it. So that means that you obviously want to grow. And one way you can grow with this business is by helping your coaches and by helping them duplicate exactly what you've done. So you want to get your coaches getting Success Club, having them hit the Success Starters. Like that's a huge accomplishment. If you hit Success Club in your first 3 months, you can earn a ticket to Summit next year. Like tickets are like $250. Imagine that, right? Like that's something that you want to get for your coaches. If they get Success Club their first month and they have an awesome month like Cassie, and Ashley, you got one too, like, and Jackie, you got one too, right? Like you get a phone call with Carl Degler, the CEO. Like you get all of these amazing incentives, and all it's going to do is help you as well as them grow. Success Club is one of those things that just kind of goes hand in hand. If you're hitting Success Club, you're hitting the right goals that you need to make to grow in this business. So it's like a non-negotiable, but you want to try to, share that from the gate. You don't want to tiptoe around it because it's going to help them. It's not going to hurt them. So that's one other thing that you kind of want to make sure that your new coaches understand. And then the other stuff will just naturally come. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? If you do, just unmute yourself if there's something that popped up. If you're on the phone or you can't unmute yourself, you can type it in the chat too and I'll answer. Not a single question. You guys are all going to be amazing rock stars at this. You're going to all make a Survey Monkey, and you're going to go get MailChimp, and you're going to write all these emails, right? Everyone's good to go? No worries at all, right? You're all like, I got this. Everyone's still muted, so does that mean yes? Does everyone
I'm all set up because I'm one of those ones you overwhelmed in the first push group.
Yeah, I made you do this, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah, I did. And I'm going to make all of you do it too because you need to do it. But Tack, you have it all done, right?
Mm-hmm. It's set up.
It's one
That's
and
the
done.
hardest part, just setting it up.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks to set up. I mean, it's a lot of work. Like, I put in a shit ton of work. But guess what? It's done, and I never have to touch it again.
Exactly.
If you guys have questions, just unmute yourself. It's fine. Open forum.
Okay, setting up a MailChimp. Like how do I haven't like looked at this, so I'm briefly looking at it right now, but like what kind of stuff do I add as like being brand new to MailChimp? Like what should I add first? Just like a welcome email or?
Mm-hmm. So what we'll do is we'll copy the exact wording like that we personally use in our welcome emails. Super short, super simple. And from there, you can copy and paste that and make it into your own.
Okay.
And so that way it's coming from you. And you guys can also even, start thinking about your own team name as you guys are growing, because some of you are going for Diamond real quick. Once you hit Diamond, that's when you're able to make your team names and all of that fun stuff. Like, you can totally just make it whatever you want. Like mine, I made a picture at the top. A great way to make pictures is in PicMonkey. It's one word, P-I-C, and then monkey. That's a great website. It's only on a computer, so it's not like an app on your phone or anything. But PicMonkey is awesome. And I made a quick, cute little picture. I took a picture of us from Summit, a picture of me and Shanti, and I just kind of like wrote like, change your life or something like that. And then I just have the body in it, and that's it. And the cool thing is too, like, guys, MailChimp is free.
There's a really good, I don't know if it was in the push group that you guys sent us the link, but Sarah tries MailChimp video conference.
Oh, yeah, I can post that too. That's
really good.
That's a really good call. Yeah, thank you, Ashley. I remember that. Okay, yeah, so we'll post that too. Oh, yay, Cassie. MailChimp. Yeah, MailChimp is like one of those things, like, it's kind of annoying to get, but once you do it one time, you're just done. All you do is copy it and keep sending it out. And there's also, you can pay for it, but there is an automation system. So if you kind of just want to keep sending out emails, there's an automated option in MailChimp too.
Okay. Yeah. I'll have to do that tonight.
It's really easy. It's kind of like, honestly, I'm going to be totally honest, it's one of those things that might suck for your night, but if you just like hone in, power through, it's only copy and paste, guys. Like, we've already done all of the work for you. You're literally just going to copy and paste it, okay? So MailChimp you're going to want to make. Okay, so you're going to want to set up a MailChimp, and then you're going to want to go to surveymonkey.com. Okay, that's where you're going to make a quick little survey. And the cool thing is too, when you get SurveyMonkey, like, you can make applications to join your group. You can make applications to join your challenge group. You can make any kind of questions you want, whatever you want it to be. So then you'll want to make a SurveyMonkey. Okay, and then I want you guys to also go get an Acuity scheduler. So some of you guys know already what the Acuity scheduler looks like because of Stacy and I, but I want you guys to have your own, because you need to start setting business hours for yourself, because you guys are all business owners now. Okay, so figure out times that work for you, when you can host some calls, your one-on-ones with your coaches, and in the Acuity scheduler, which is also free, put in your times, and then you'll have a link, and you just send that to your new coaches and be like, here's my link. Pick a day and time that works for you, that's open, and we'll chat. Okay, so MailChimp, SurveyMonkey, and Acuity scheduler. Okay. And then does anybody want to be a guest on one of my live coaching opportunity calls? Jackie, you're obviously going to be next, so you don't count. I know. Ashley, you looked really scared, so how about you?
No.
Okay.
Jackie didn't do that. I'll let Jackie do it.
Yeah, but Davina's going, and then Angela, and no, Jackie, no. Davina this week, Allison next week, Jackie, you can be week 3.
Oh, see, they're all good ones, so you should do them.
Yeah, and then Ashley, you can go. Who else? Then Cassie. Cassie, write that down.
Take Cassie first.
No, too late. You just gotta go for it. Oh, shit. See, look, Cassie's even nervous too. Don't worry.
She has no reason to be nervous.
Then Kim, you're gonna go. Oh, wait, I should write this down. Okay, Davina, Allison, Jackie.
So mine's the 21st.
Cassie.
Kim? Yeah, Cassie. Get ready for it. Kylie?
Oh.
That shake of a head means a yes.
This is what we get for being on this call, huh?
If you guys don't want to do something, that means you should do it. Okay. The first time that I hosted a call was I had 2 minutes before the call went live because Sarah literally was like, yeah, you're going to host. I'm going to keep myself on mute and close me out. Okay, thanks. Bye. I'm giving you guys a heads up. I'm being nice. Kylie, you're going next after Kim.
Okay.
Yep. You can crap.
I'm still trying to figure my own life out, Meredith. You're killing me.
Whatever. So am I. She's made it. I've done it.
Yeah, Stacey, do you want to do one too?
I do need to do another one. Put me on the next one.
All right, Stacey, you'll go after Kylie.
Okay, what's that date?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. I just know that, guys, I did not have a recording of myself for the longest time to send people. I was always sending Sarah's or Meredith's or whoever's. People that you're emailing don't want somebody else. They want to see you and your story. My story is like a hot mess, but that's what they
Connect with.
relate with and connect with, yes.
I think Stacey should go before me.
No, too late.
No.
Too late. And also, if Thursday nights at 9 p.m. don't work for you, just let me know and we'll rearrange it.
Okay, because if it's 9 p.m. your time, like I get off work at 6 Pacific time. So like, I'm getting off work and driving home, like when you guys start the calls. So we might have to do mine a little later.
That's fine. Whatever works for you. I'm here to please, guys.
Or even on the
Give
weekend.
me a heads up.
What if we did Kim's on a weekend or something?
Yeah, weekends might be hard to get people live on though.
Yeah.
Jen, what about you? You just popped up. She's like, oh shit. What are you talking to me about now?
Hi, so this is just for telling your story, right?
Yeah.
I could do that, but I'm not really sure about doing something else. I don't
That's all
really
you need to
Talking about the coaching opportunity. You've been a coach a long time.
Coach.
Yeah, but still, it's just like I tend to go everywhere when I tell my story as well.
Okay, so
I write down little bullet points. Get me back.
So, I want you guys to all really try to get in on one of these live calls, or at least watch one of my old ones, just so you can see what's going to happen, okay? What's going to happen, I'm going to send you guys a PowerPoint presentation. You guys all know what PowerPoint is, right? Okay. I'm going to send you my PowerPoint, and what you're going to do is, where my story is, you are going to put your story and your pictures. So this is going to also help you narrow down your story and get it together in 3 minutes, okay? Because big picture, all you have is an elevator speech, right? You have an elevator ride up to tell people what you do, who you are, and why you do it. Okay, so this is going to make you know your story, right, Kylie? You're going to figure it out. Right? You're going to write down those bullet points. They're going to be on a PowerPoint. So when we're giving a PowerPoint, I'm going to share my screen, and you guys are just going to talk. Here, I can even pull it up. I have it open. It's super simple, okay? So here's my story, right? You're going to take the first 3 slides and delete my stuff and put your stuff, okay? Then you're just going to obviously talk about your why. I mean, you can leave Ma up there if you want, but I mean, you can change it, right? There's Ma, right? So you're going to change a few slides to make it your own, and you're going to save it, resave it. Like mine is like named like MG or something, okay? You're going to resave it and then send it back to me. So then on the night of your call, I'm going to put your PowerPoint up, okay? But you're not going to change any of the other stuff, okay? So things that you're going to talk about, my guest host, you guys are going to talk about the programs. You're going to talk about Shakeology, okay? Because those things, your people need to hear from you, okay? Things like Beachbody is growing and expanding, I can talk about. Look, see, I even have my name down here at the bottom too, okay, on slides that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to change this, and I'm going to actually start including you guys in. Okay, so this is going to be you guys. What do coaches do? You're going to talk about. See, I have Davina's name down here. This is what she's going to talk about. I'm going to talk about making money. She's going to talk about getting started, sort of like what to expect. Then I'm going to talk about 1.0, 2.0 training and all of that stuff. And then Davina's just kind of put it out there and kind of be like, there's obviously a need, blah, blah, blah. This slide you don't need to change. And then the very last slide, we'll add your information here. And then I'll just kind of close it out. So what's going to happen is I'm going to open it and then kind of throw my 2 cents in there about like, how to earn money and things like that. And then I'm going to close it, but everything else you guys do. Okay? How you guys feel about that?
Scared shitless.
Good. You should.
I have to brush up on all my wording.
Yeah. This is good, guys. I promise. This is going to be good for you. Stepping
and don't overthink it.
Yeah. And you know what? To be totally honest, I host live calls almost every single week, and it's usually just you guys on the call. It's okay that you're shy. We got to break through that.
I'm way more ask Meredith.
Oh, Stacy's like a total introvert.
I'm like a little hermit.
Yeah. You'll see at Summit. We're going to have to like literally like pick her up and carry her out of the room.
Stacy would not be happy living at home constantly.
Yeah. Yeah. She would never leave if she didn't have to. Just worry, Hayden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you, guys.